What's going on, guys? Hope you guys are okay. This is just a private little video for you guys, doing a quick breakdown of the markets because unfortunately, I could not make it to tonight's live stream. Well, I cannot make it to tonight's live stream because I am traveling and I will be on holiday for a week, which is pretty nice. Obviously, I'll still be in a Discord, still doing stuff and trading and stuff like that. But yeah, I thought I'd just send in a quick market roundup of what I'm looking at. I've already done my analysis. There's nothing crazy, so this should only be 10 minutes long. I say that every time and it ends up being fucking 30 minutes. But yeah, anyway, starting off with your Aussie dollar. We literally did nothing last week. We didn't break this high, didn't create anything new, so obviously there's no fib. We could do the big fib, but oh shit, the 23 lines up nice, but again, it's not a new fib, so unless we break this high and then create something new, sure. Right now, this is fine. This is the 50 fib. This is 100 EMA. So these two are completely valid trades. And then this one, I wouldn't be a massive fan right now. What I want is a decent close above this, or at least price to hover around for a little bit longer, and then a decent push straight into this. So we have this, this, and this. Not bothered about alignment, timing. I just need a good breach straight into this level, because that would give us a solid... Wait for it. There we go. That would give us a solid 175 pips, which is not too bad, especially if we breach a little bit higher. And then apart from that, I have this level here with timing or alignment, and that's about it really for Euro Aussie dollar. Just make sure that's fine. Yeah. Euro NZD, again, didn't really do much last week. We just hovered around for a little bit. I have the exact same setup on Euro NZD. We'll probably use each one of them for alignment, to be honest. So yeah, exact same. If we would I take it now? I mean, if we had timing or alignment, I would take it now. Possibly. I'm not too sure. It depends on market conditions, but I would obviously prefer a breach of this level. A candle close above this level. Then that validates all of this mess. And then, yeah, a push down into this. And we can maybe even have a fib. But yeah, then we'd have a breach of all this mess straight into this one. Then you have that big retest as well, which is perfect. And yeah, that's about it really. And then this one is the exact same time or alignment. Or if we have a breach of this and price decides to continue another 200 pips, which I highly doubt. So yeah, you know, EN is pretty damn boring. GA, how many of you guys took that buy? That was a bit of a interesting one because obviously I originally missed it. The buy from here, it did have the fib if you wanted to be very aggressive with the fib. Yeah, I know it technically broke the high, but for me, that's not really creating new market structure. That's just like liquidity grab type shit, or stop punt or whatever you want to call it. For me to draw a new fib, I've kind of created the rule now of either it has to create a big ass wick, obviously, or we see a candle close above this. Even if the candle close is like here, and that's it, and it wicks off the tiniest bit, I would consider that as a new high. But this is quite aggressive for me, so I'd class that as an aggressive fib, even though it did line up perfectly with 38. However, this obviously had alignment with GN, with this level. We did have a reaction from this level earlier in the day, but it then pushed to this lower level, which ended up being kind of perfect, to be honest. Obviously, I didn't notice it until later in the day, and it was still kind of in drawdown. So I got a beautiful entry, only a 35 pip take profit, nothing too crazy, and that worked fine. You could have gone for the aggressive retest, which the fib is a little bit, I don't know, that's a not exactly the biggest, 300 pips, never mind, I'm talking shit. But I don't know, I don't really like that. That fib's not too bad. This one is a little bit pushy. I have these two levels marked. This one is overused as hell. I would not take a trade from this. I'll use it as alignment. This one, potentially, I don't know. The level is okay. It's only 95 pips. But with timer alignment, good market conditions type thing, I will give it a go potentially if we see like GU, a pound driven move, or AU or something like that. I will maybe give it a go. So yeah, that's about it really. We have the 100 EMA for buys, which would be nice if we get there, if we continue down. This break retest could have just been a little retracement and continuation to the downside. So we'll see what happens with that EMA. And apart from that, yeah, if we see a breach of both of these, obviously I'm going for this one, but I need a good breach of this level. GN. So took nothing on GN last week. Obviously I was using this level as alignment for GA. I don't really see anything. These two levels, this one, Just thinking, would I take that with a breach of this? So if we just had a strong move in straight into this level, I probably would. So let me just change that a little bit here. Let me go like that. Breach of previous, yeah. Even though this level technically hasn't been validated, I mean, I guess it has. It's then breached this low. So we created this low, created this high, breached that, and then it's validated all this. So I guess it technically has. It's just a bit awkward. So yeah, I'd go for this one with breach. And apart from that, these are obviously awkward as well when we have 3 levels. You can obviously do this scenario where you take all 3. That's the wrong position. So if you go, let's say like that, you could go for 1. If we see a breach of that, you go for 2. If you see a breach of that, you go for 3. However, then your stop loss is kind of in the entry of all the others. So then you have the other idea of maybe doing a split. This will be a big ass split, obviously. But you could do something like that. Then you're risking 1% to gain 0.15. Well, 0.5 risk to gain 0.15 off this, and 0.5 risk to gain 1.1. So that's a 1.25-ish risk reward in total, which is good. Obviously, it has to be more than 1, otherwise it's just not worth it. So that's not bad. Or you can go for probably what my approach is, and just kind of ignore the middle one. I know obviously the concept of break a previous is, yeah, you have to go for them all, but again, like we had this conversation last week, is yeah, the breach previous and the logic makes sense, so you have to take the next one. But then if we have like 5 levels, then there's the idea and the concept of how much risk are you putting on the table within a certain period of time. Because to me, if there was like 4 levels and price just went dink, 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 dink all in one day, would I really want to be putting 4% risk on the table in one day? Like if I had 4 trades, separate trades, like GN, obviously I don't want them overlapping, GN, UJ, Euro, Swiss, and gold all tap in a single day, would I take all 4? Well, I don't know. I'd have to see on the market conditions and stuff. But like this, the probability of us breaking through 3 levels anyway is pretty damn slim. But just a theory behind it, would you be willing to put that much risk on a table, especially for a prop firm when your max daily drawdown is sometimes 4%? I think most are 5. Don't know, but I think I would go for this approach personally. Time and alignment for the first one, skip the second, and then a breach of all of them to go for that last one. Just because of how close they are. If there's a bigger gap, like 70 plus pips each, then yeah, sure, I'd go for all of them. But I think it is dependent on how far away these are, because then obviously you've got a pretty tight fucking stop loss. So yeah. GJ, this is absolute dog. For example, here, this is a perfect example. How the hell are you managing that? I don't even want to manage that. The last one's nice because obviously you got a big gap. All these EMAs are lining up with every single level right now. So to be honest, I don't want to take anything there. None of it. The last one, sure. That's it. That's literally it. I'll use these levels as alignment for the other pairs, such as UJ. But UJ is also shit for buys. So yeah, GJ is disgusting. This next one I will take with time and alignment because that is beautiful. This is a decent high. Obviously, we have 2 levels here. So it's a bit of a tough one, but I mean, still with a 50 pip stop loss, you're covering that top level by 25 pips. So it's not too bad. So yeah, I will take that top one with timing or alignment. And that's it for GJ. I don't care about any of these buys. It's very messy. UJ is beautiful. I was hoping we'd get UJ on Friday after that decent push and the NFP data. But unfortunately, it kind of slowed down. We had a decent move for a few hours and it just kind of bit of exhaustion and yeah, price just chilled. For buys, again, we have so many levels. We have this. There's so much going on for buyers. So all I'm looking at is this, which is the lowest one. Obviously, I want a pretty damn good breach of this entire zone here. So just a clean move straight into this. That's what I'd be looking for. If we have any mess about at this level, that's a write-off straight away for me. And then this one is beautiful with the 61 fib. Yes, we have the EMA, which probably does need covering, which it will. Will it? Let's say we whack on a position. 50-50, I probably won't go more than that. By the time it taps, it's probably going to be covered. it is annoying how the EMA is now pushing down. If we wait another day, it probably will. I mean, previous day, it pushed down by 3 pips. Nice. For the past 2 days. Okay, yeah, shit. Well, we'll hope that we don't have to cover the EMA because I can't be asked. But that is the 61 fib of this move down, which is pretty nice, as you can see. And apart from that, obviously we have this as a nice level up here with a 200 EMA, and then this one, a few pips above, 58. Bit of an awkward one, but I'll give this a go 100%. Then lastly, the one and only gold. So let's whack down straight to the 4 hour. Took a few trades last week. I'm guessing you guys did too. Took 3 trades on gold and 1 on GA. So took this break retest, worked a charm. Took this break retest, worked a charm. That was a 1 hour setup. And then I took this. So this was a 1 hour trade. I'll show you guys. We had 2 levels, obviously. We had this. Shit. You get the point. We had that. And we had that. Fucking annoying. Obviously, I took this one because can't remember why. I think we just saw a breach of this. Pretty sure. Don't know. Can't remember. But anyway, took this. This one failed. And then within 1 minute of this one hitting stop loss, it then tagged the next trade and did the move. So, yeah. If I go to like the 5 min. Yeah, so yeah, so there you go. It was chilling. Tag stop loss. Instantly went to the next level. Obviously, I would have caught that. That's only 6 pips. I was entering a bit lower. But yeah, caught that. And that technically, I think my entry, based on my entry, where my entry was, I technically would have got stopped out at break even. I think it would have done like plus 55. Obviously, my take profit's at 60. So I think it did about plus 55 from my entry. Then would have stopped me out at break even and then did the move. So yeah, it would have been pretty shit anyway, to be fair. So I can't really complain too much. It would have been a break-even trade anyway. So I think, I can't remember. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, let's go back to what we're looking at now. So 4 hour, obviously I'm not looking at that level for 4 hour, but these two, I probably should have marked them out 4 hour compared to 1 hour, just to be clear for you guys. Obviously I know which one's a 4 hour versus 1 hour. Again, with these, I would not look at these for 4 hour, but 1 hour, these are chilling. Yeah, I was looking at this break retest as well, but that missed and did the move, as you can see from this wick here, which was a pretty small one. But yeah, so if we go down to the 1 hour, this is nice. I will wait for a breach of this, tap into this top one. Obviously, it's not much of a breach, but it's just a decent extension into this level. And that bottom, I'm not really asked about. It's more using this as a breach to go for this one, because obviously the exact same rules apply for the 4 hour. I'm not trading the 4 hour any differently to the 1 hour, apart from take profit and stop loss. I know some of you guys are using like using psych levels or $25 move in. I'm not really doing that yet. The psych levels, I don't know, I'm a bit here and there. So just a level and a psych level, I'm not a huge fan at the minute. And the $25 move in, I'm also not a huge fan because it's very, very subjective. So literally just level in a fib, level in a breach of previous. That's it for 1 hour and 4 hour. It's just if the level isn't clean on the 1 hour, but it's clean on the 4 hour, I'll take it as a 4 hour trade. That is it. That's logic. The logic. And for 4 hour, obviously, I'm doing a 1-to-1 with like roughly 60 to 80 pips ish. Can go higher and lower. I doubt it'd go 50. And then obviously on 1 hour, I'm going 40, 60. So yeah, that is about it really. Gold is obviously boring. Not really bothered about that right now, because by the time market opens, we'll probably see a move and completely different setups. UJ sell is nice. GJ nothing. The sell is nice. The buys are terrible. GN buys aren't looking too nice. The sell is okay. GA, I'm guessing, yeah, GA. Again, sell is okay depending on market conditions, but I don't know. We'll see how Monday market opens. I mean, markets haven't really done anything over the weekend, so it should be good. The buy is nice, to be fair. Then EN, is it? Yeah, EN. This could be nice if we breach this high, and then same with EA. Could also be nice if we breach that high. And with the sell. So you know what? It's not too bad. So yeah, hopefully that wasn't too long. Hope you guys smash it this week, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't think it's going to be too crazy of a week, so stay safe, take some decent trades, and let's